Professor, thank you so much for being on Facing the Future today. We appreciate your work. I love reading your paper. And one of the things that you look at when you talk about Social Security reform is these demographic changes that are happening in our society right now. And in some ways, it's really exciting, right? Because I love having a front row seat to such an amazing paradigm shift that's happening right underneath our noses that nowhere near the amount of people that should be talking about this are talking about this, right? And what I'm talking about is people are living longer and we're having fewer children. And there's so many opportunities and challenges all wrapped up in that. But when looking at Social Security, it means that we're going to have to make some changes probably to this pay as you go program. And one of the things that you identified was if we are going to live longer, that at some point we have to look at maybe raising the retirement age again. It was raised recently over the past few decades. But obviously, it affects different people differently when you look at income groups and you consider, morality differentials and so forth. So, could you talk a little bit about how raising the retirement age could be beneficial for the program? It could help generationally speaking back. Then, how do we, adjust and take into account the differentials with how it affects different types of people?
Yeah. There's an age known as the full retirement age, which is when, according to the Social Security Administration, you get what they call your full retirement benefit. Now, you can actually claim benefits anytime between 62 and 70 with an adjustment based on when you claim. The retirement age, the full retirement age has gone up a little bit. It used to be 65. It's slowly gone up to 67. Right. And it could go up even further. And the logic behind that is we are living longer. And fundamentally, that's great news. But we aren't working as much longer. So the length of retirement has gone up. And I have a frequent co-author, John Chauvin, who's an expert on Social Security. He likes to say you can't finance 30-year retirements with 40-year careers. And that's true whether you're saving on your own or whether we're trying to do it as a society using the Social Security program. So, we've got to incentivize longer working lives, so that's going to be part of it. Now, in terms of raising the retirement age in Social Security, that fundamentally amounts to a benefit cut. So I want to be clear about that. That is fundamentally a benefit cut. I do think because of the way it's packaged, because of the way it's tied to longer life expectancy, it might be more politically palatable for many folks. I think if you look at polls, you do see more support for that than, say, a benefit, just a straight benefit cut. Now, yes, there is research emerging showing that these gains in life expectancy have not been consistent across the income distribution. Maybe they've been greater for people with higher incomes. I do think, there are ways to deal with that. You could, for example, tie the retirement age to your income level, your earnings level over your lifetime. I've also suggested other ways to make the benefit formula more progressive so that lower earners are protected.